Here on The Vibe, we cover the most exciting trends and the most inspiring stories capturing hearts and minds. From our previous coverage about the Shanghai International Film Festival, we can tell that the domestic film industry has regained its momentum. Now, how about the art scene? With the borders opening up, we can expect international arts flowing back into China and vice versa, with major exhibitions back on show. In our Art Without Boundaries series, we meet with directors of museums and galleries across the globe. And in this episode, reporter Wang Siwen sits down with the head of Museum Berggruen, Gabriel Montua, who is in Shanghai as we speak. He talks about the debut of European masterpieces here in China and the potential collaborations going forward.
Holding one of the most comprehensive collections of modern art in Europe, Museum Berggruen has come all the way from Berlin to Shanghai, ready to make its Chinese debut with 90 works of art from modern time. An exhibition at the UCC Edge, beginning the end of June.
Talking about this exhibition for the very first time, it's going to be displayed in China. So I want to know, how much efforts have been made to make this exhibition happen?
Sure. Well, basically, we started to get in touch before COVID, but because of COVID, we couldn't travel. So it was everything by Zoom video call, and we had a lot of time for a conscience building process by the time, because usually you would meet each other in real life, visit the places. So all this could not happen, unfortunately. But yeah, we just stayed in touch and managed to go through the crisis. And I think it could not have been a better timing finally, because I feel now that people in Shanghai are just even more eager to go out and appreciate art.
This art communication between China and Germany, what will this bring for both countries?
Of course, there has been a lot of different cooperations between Germany and China before, but for us, for Museum Berggruen, it's a first, and we really want to develop these cooperations. So I think it goes both ways. For the Chinese audiences, these works are here for the first time in real life. The biggest presentation of works by Paul Klee ever in China. To be able to introduce this artist to local audiences, a great honor and a pleasure for us. And I think also it works the other way around. Of course, we are hoping to Chinese audiences here in Shanghai and later in Beijing interested in our collection and tell their friends and family. So when these people travel to Europe, we hope that they will stop by.
Featuring works by Picasso, Giacometti, and Matisse. And which work of art is your personal favorite?
In this exhibition, since it's about chronology and time, I would pick Paul Klee's Time on the last floor of the exhibition, just because it represents so well the concept of the whole show.
Any strategies to attract more overseas tourists, especially Chinese, to go to the Museum Berggruen?
Yes, we hope that through our collaborations with UCCA, with other partners like the Goethe Institute or the Berggruen Institute, that these can help us to establish a presence here. Also thinking about maybe establishing a channel on something like the Red, which is used by Chinese users, so that, and to keep this presence even after the exhibition leaves China. So we really hope that this is the beginning of a very lasting exchange.
This digital world, what does art appreciation, like a face-to-face, mean to us today?
I borrow a quote from French movie maker François Truffaut, who was consulted about the advent of video. To cinema, it's like reading a book for the first time, and watching it on video is like reading it again. And I see it's the same with art. Even though you might encounter work first on the screen and then in real life, the experience is much more immediate when you are standing in front of it. There is this thing called the syndrome of Stendhal, a French writer in the 19th century who described his near fainting when seeing the treasures of Italian Renaissance in real life. And you still have people who faint because they're overwhelmed by the majesty of some artworks when they see them for real. So I think this is something that will not go away, and that this is why museums are still needed to care for the works and to present them to the public.
So this exhibition going to be open to the public in less than 1 week. And what are the final preparations need to be done here? Any final touches?
The hanging is mostly done. We'll have to readjust some of the sculptures. We have to look at the light. We have to take into account a lot of small details where you need to be aware, because you're saying most of the work is done. The artworks are physically here, they're on the wall. So you think, okay, it's time now to recover. But no, we're not. You really have to stay concentrated really till the day of the opening to fix every little detail to make the visitors' experience as beautiful and as amazing as possible.